Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Casey.
And I'm Anthony.
And we're Dos Cavazos, and this is Attack on Titan, Season 3, Episode 17.
So last episode, Erwin is pretty much running to his death. You know, he got impaled by one of the rocks that the Beast Titan threw. I think that he's going to die, but I don't think he's dead just yet. I feel like we're going to have another scene or two with him. It just feels like, it'd feel incomplete if we didn't. Like, I feel like there's going to be something more to it. I'm really concerned now, is Levi even going to be able to compete with like the Beast Titan in any capacity? Like, I know they have this plan set up that he's going to use the Titans around him to get up to like the Beast Titan's level, but I feel like he's going to have some defenses we don't know about.
Everything's kind of ramping up. I'm nervous, I'm excited. You all said to stop watching or you can watch the intro again in episode 19, so that makes me think
After or during?
After.
Okay, after.
So that makes me think
episode 20 then.
Something's going to happen. That's all fine and dandy, but I have absolutely no idea what that could possibly mean anyways, but I'm just so excited to see.
I know. I can't even remember, like, the scenes, because there was just, like, so much when we first saw that intro that I was, like, trying to, like, I've always tried to, like, piece together things of anime intros to see, like, what could happen, but I guess I could see how that could be spoilers. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what they're going to do right now. Like, I feel like we're going to get to that basement at some point this season, and they keep alluding to it. Like, that's the one thing that we do see at the end credits, because it's like right before it goes into the show is that basement. I'm hoping we get there soon.
Alright, well, if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay notified for all of our future videos.
Also, head over to our Patreon where we have full-length reactions as well as other exclusive content. The full-length reaction and next 3 episodes of Attack on Titan are actually over there right now, so if you want to check that out, the link's down in the description below.
Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh my gosh.
That was insane. I couldn't believe that just happened. Like, it was took me a while to process, like, I mean, you knew that's kind of what his plan was, that he didn't plan on coming back from whatever he had planned.
Oh my gosh, like, what a horrible way to, like, go out.
To death. Yeah, the steam and stuff.
That's just, like, oh my gosh. That was crazy.
I'm still hoping that the serum could do something. I know he's like, you know, I don't know what you could do if, like, you know, your body's all charred up and stuff like that.
Isn't the serum with Levi now?
It's with Levi, but I mean, he's not that far away. And you already have, you know, 1 or 2 that you could chew on. But, you know, one or, like, Bertolt or Reina.
Chew on?
I don't know why I said it that way. But one of those ones could be eaten. And they alluded to, you know, like, you know, him giving the serum to someone to get the power of the Beast Titan. I'm hoping that they could do it some way. I mean, the fact that Levi had brought it up early in the episode means that they were looking, like, that was a plan to get, like, the power from the Beast Titan.
Maybe they can get the colossal power this way.
Maybe. I don't know which one you would pick, like Colossal or Rhina's power. Probably Colossal, I would think.
Probably Colossal.
Yeah, because that one's just, like, so different than any other Titan. But, I mean, that's not to say that that's even going to happen. I'm just kind of, like, you know, wishful thinking at this point to, like, actually just envision a scenario where Armin is still with us. You know, at the beginning of the episode, I was like, oh, please let it be Commander Erwin. And, like, you know, we'll be able to give him the power and stuff like that and have him live to see actually what happened in the cellar and get his answers. Now I'm just like, his body is there, but I'm hoping that they could still somehow do something with for Armin. I'm just not sure, but like it's just kind of hard to accept. But you know, we thought Hanji was dead, and she showed up magically right there at the end too. She was missing an eye.
Armin's body is like charred and like right.
But that's why the only thing that could like change it is, like, you know, if the serum could somehow regenerate his body, like if it's like injected into him. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I hope so at this point, because, I mean, there's nothing else that we could hope for in terms of Armin. Like, it's either that or he's dead. So, at this point, I'm hoping that it's not that case and that we could inject him.
Levi's still fighting. I don't even know. Like, freaking platypus, bitch ass. They
were so close. Like, I was just, like, so excited. When he had him there, I was like, oh my gosh. If Erwin is still alive, like, you know, he's just, like, you know, not dead from his injury yet. Like, you could take him over there and he could eat him and, like, it could be a whole thing. But like you said, the damn platypus came and just ruined everything. It was such an emotional roller coaster. You know, it's weird because, like, I went into, like, an episode ago thinking that like, okay, there's still a possibility for Erwin to like live, and that was the scenario that I played out in my head. And then I also thought that with Armin, but at that point I thought that Erwin was like, already gone. And then all of a sudden he just so happened to get dragged up onto the rooftop, and it just made Levi make the ultimate decision. And it's going to be an interesting path forward now.
Yeah. I mean, I loved Erwin a lot, but I feel like Armin was the better choice just because of the ideas that he's had. And, like, he has helped in so many ways, just, like, idea-wise. I mean, Erwin was a great leader, and that's really important, too. But, like, they have to outsmart these Titans in a way, the smart Titans.
Yeah.
And just different way of thinking. And that's what Armin brought to the table, so...
I feel like also, like, if he gets any, like, wisdom from, like, being a Titan, if that's even capable, that he could be able to piece it together more so than Erwin could have. Like, I feel like that might play a factor going forward. It's insane. Like, obviously, I don't envy Levi's decision. Like, I love both of those characters, Armin and Erwin, and I just did not know what was going to be the decision. But I did feel like towards the end that they were emphasizing Erwin being... It was like too clear of an option for Levi that something wasn't going to happen the way that they were saying it was going to happen. And, when you really got to put it into perspective from Aaron, and he, like, described every little scenario where, like, Armin played, like, a key factor in, like, a pivotal moment in, like, the story. Like, it really, like, damn, Armin has done that. And, like... It's like you knew how smart he was, but to like see those like those events laid out like in chronological order from everything he did, I was like, damn, that maybe it shouldn't be Erwin right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's so much that I feel like there's in there. So, Aaron's father lived in a world where there was, like, these technologies and stuff, but they were shielded off from other people. And there's something up with that arm patch. Like, you have to wear this to be able to walk around. It almost felt like, they're kind of like, being, obviously, kind of like with the government there. They're being monitored and, like, sheltered into this area, but they obviously have a little bit more than, what our people had. They were living in a little bit more of, like, I don't say primitive time, but it was like it felt like there were some futuristic like aspects to it, but it also felt like kind of olden days type too.
Well, it seemed like when he was young, it looked very reminiscent of like the 30s, maybe the 40s, like the 1930s, 1940s.
Yeah.
Which I mean, they clearly would have had more technology than these, in the walls, like Armin and Aaron and all of them, which they were more reminiscent of like an earlier time, but also not really at the same time. It's kind of confusing, but they obviously didn't have like photography. They didn't even have, they had found flashlights later from the Rices, so they didn't even have like flashlights. So I'm kind of confused. Like, so we obviously know that there's other humans, but I'm like, what does that mean? I'm sure we're going to find out. But, like, something happened when he left his little area past their wall. And, like, is it an experiment? Is this, like, what is this?
Or maybe it's just, like, these people... Well, he said in that book that there are other people that live in this world that are, that live in comfort. So maybe it was just, like, these people... contain themselves in these walls, and like because of the Titans and the Rices and stuff like that, everybody's memories were just completely just destroyed, or not destroyed but altered. So they were meant to believe this other thing, but all at the same time, while Titans inhabited the earth, like there were other factions of like humans that just like congregated and like made their own like communities and stuff like that, and are keeping like at least some aspects of like their old world. Whereas, like, the other ones, they could have been, like, manipulated to think whatever they wanted to. Like, if that was what the goal was, to, like, have all these people under, like, your thumb pretty much, to, like, pretty much move them in any way you want and, like, make them think that this is always how it was supposed to be.
What's the purpose of that?
I don't know. That's
like,
the thing.
Why? That's why I don't really know. I don't understand it. I guess that's what we're going to find out.
Yeah.
I really thought we were going to have, like, a big reveal, but I'm just still confused.
Yeah. No, I feel like this is some pretty good information.
Yeah.
The next episode's called The Day. So I'm assuming that's the day that, like, he possibly died, the day that Bertolt and Rhina attacked, maybe? Or maybe it was the day... I'm not quite sure. At this point, I'd be down to have, like, just, like, a backstory episode of, like, Aaron's father. I'm really excited. I think these last few episodes have been really, really good. And, this episode, there was, like, so much tension built up to, like, what we've been asking for so long. And now I just want more information from it. Now, we have these books, and I'm pretty sure there's some sort of diary, if I would have to guess, and maybe there's a little bit more details into it and about some specifics. But I'm hoping that he knows more than just he's out there by himself. He said that was the day his life changed when he was just a youth.